let's talk about Twitch. Twitch leaked the whole thing, source code, creator compensation.
Apparently, there could be more coming.
I saw that. Apparently, this is part 1.
Yeah, I don't even like at this point know
What else is there?
what else is going to be. A bunch of ISOs of like people's computers. I have no idea because it's a lot. It's the source code. It's a lot. Not all, but a very significant amount of creator compensation. I believe it goes down to like 10,000 creators or something. Mm-hmm. It's like 1% because there's an insane amount of Twitch.
Am I the top 1% then? Because I think my
sure.
information was leaked.
Yeah.
Nice, I am the 1%.
I think that's what it is. I'm not entirely certain.
I mean, I became a top 1% OnlyFans creator in like 2 hours.
Heck yeah!
So
dude.
that was pretty fun.
go.
Just flexing.
Nice.
OnlyFans flexing. Sorry, I got to do OnlyFans flexing. Got to take some clothes off.
Is the male nipple thing still a thing on Twitch?
I have no idea.
I have no clue. I'm pretty sure we've broken it like a few times.
I'd be willing to show you guys my nipples, but I don't actually need to get banned off Twitch. It's not really a needle mover for us.
I was going to say, now everyone knows how much you make.
Yeah.
That could be an expensive nip slip.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah. Even though it's not a needle mover, it's still expensive if it goes away.
It's a lot better than a kick in the teeth, $29,000 over 2 years.
For sure, yeah. Anyways, 125 gigabytes went into the torrent link that was leaked onto originally 4chan along with a paste bin. I believe the paste bin was gone by the time.
I got an email from Luke at 5:30 a.m. Before you ask, I've got it. I've got it all.
I did it not.
You did. Look how ready he is.
I have nothing. I am good boy. I
think Jake had it before you.
Maybe. I don't know. You gotta I still have Stuxnet.
Nice.
Like,
Stuxnet.
You gotta just archive this stuff. I don't know. It's interesting.
I mean, once it's gone, it's
someone in the Flowplane chat said that like a big D move that Twitch could and would be really interesting if they did is just go like, you know what? Screw it. Just put it on GitHub.
There's no way. Not Amazon.
Wouldn't happen, but it would be sweet.
That's not Amazon's
It'd be
way.
cool.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way.
Hands above desk. I'm sorry. Get your heads out of the gutter. I just do this when I'm sitting down. I don't know why. Anyways.
Muscle memory. I was just waiting for you to bring it up again. All right, tell us what's in there.
Twitch has confirmed the breach has taken place, but denies credit card info or login details were exposed. I have heard that people claim that password data was included but was encrypted. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't change your password.
Yeah.
That means that you should change your password.
Yeah.
Change your password for Twitch. Just do it. Especially, I mean, everyone has a stream key, I believe. Every Twitch account is able to stream, I'm pretty sure. So just make sure that you do it because you don't want someone getting access to your account details, which could be attached to your name and your personal information, and then streaming things on Twitch that are really bad. So change it. Change your password. Very important. There's basically source code and user information, passwords, stuff like that, and the earnings of a lot of different creators. The earnings have been discussed a lot.
Yeah, that's basically the highlight for the normies. But what do developers care about?
There's a lot of stuff in there. Twitch does a lot of things.
Yeah, like what?
Lots of stuff.
I just want to know what the things the developers find interesting are.
Lots
Luke.
of things. There's if you think about YouTube or Twitch, there's things that would be valuable to developers if they leaked out. There's things like
what?
The player that could be good for people.
I mean, Twitch's player is not amazing.
You might not want the player.
Yeah.
But there could be some tech in there that's interesting. There's also like pipeline improvements in terms of moving data, because one of the things, especially for YouTube, is incredibly good at this. YouTube is so good at this that I've talked to people that work at competitors that have said that they never want to try to genuinely compete with YouTube in the VOD space. Like, they might have VOD availability, but they don't want to try to compete with them on the VOD space because their like pipeline and data science essentially is so far beyond that they'll never get as efficient, and that's the battle.
Right.
So like it's crazy. So there's probably some of that stuff in there. There's everything. There's everything that you would need to essentially make Twitch. There's also other stuff that includes things that they never released, including what people are talking about as a Steam competitor called Vapor.
Yeah.
which is interesting in a few different ways, partially because it includes the word vape, which is like, come on now. And then the other one because it's so highly related to the word Steam,
Yeah.
which is just like, really?
I also
guys?
like that it's vaporware.
Vaporware. That's pretty good. Apparently Vapor will, or was, or will, or I don't know, have a 3D chat system called Vape World, which is like the worst thing they could have possibly called it, in my opinion. Holy. Amazon filed a patent in 2017 titled Joining Games from a Spectating System.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Sounds actually genuinely pretty cool.
Yeah, and Twitch being fully like vertically integrated. So Amazon having a game studio, obviously. Actually, did they
Imagine
have
being able
couple
to
studios
join
at
a
this point?
battleground in New World
Yeah.
that you saw a streamer was in.
And
through the
remember,
stream.
this is AWS, right? So I would be very surprised if the end game experience wasn't something along the lines of streaming the game, right? Not playing on your local machine, right? So the entire game runs in an Amazon data center somewhere. You connect to it. It's this enormous, high performance, but fully local environment with clients streaming into it. Everyone is able to engage with, like they're able to watch in any number of ways. Like imagine if you could watch a battle royale, but more like in a Hunger Games style, where your camera can be anywhere, right? And by Hunger Games, sorry, I don't mean like the Minecraft play mode. I mean like the movies, like where if you could watch an arena fight, but your camera could be anywhere you want, like literally an unlimited, practically speaking, unlimited number of people could connect and either be playing or observing, and how that would work with a platform like Twitch. Like so they've got the mechanism to draw new viewers into playing the game through drops and through exclusive skins, and they've got all the streamers that are going to be inherently promoting it because you just play whatever's biggest on the platform. They can use the platform to push the game, to boost it up, and it all runs on AWS, and the whole thing is just this beautiful little bow. I mean, honestly, you think about it that way, and Amazon is the bigger threat to Xbox than Sony is, because that is potentially a completely game-changing experience. You look at how much demand there is to get into, what's that stupid GTA 5 IRL like server that everyone cares about?
Pixel something pixel.
Something like that. You look at how much demand there is to get in and participate in these types of it's not
Pixel. It's called
like,
No Pixel.
No Pixel type of like massively multiplayer. But remember, it's relatively small scale. But this type of multiplayer experience, because No Pixel almost isn't even a game for a lot of the players. They're role playing, right? And
It's a form of game, but yeah.
I know, but we can't call it a massively multiplayer
Linux.
Online RPG.
It's GNU/Linux, okay?
Because I don't think anyone's going to argue that GTA 5 is an RPG game, okay? So yes, there are role-playing elements, but I think we can agree that it is still a shooter, adventure, okay, whatever. I don't know what genre. Grand Theft Auto is its own genre. It doesn't matter. The point is that you don't even have to pay streamers to play that. They want to be in there because wherever the hottest personalities are all congregating is where they're going to be able to get the most access to new audiences and to increase their own subscriptions. So all of a sudden, the play for Twitch, which clearly wasn't motivated by Twitch's spectacular profitability, makes more sense. And to be clear, I'm not saying that Twitch doesn't make any money. I'm just saying compared to the $1 billion that Amazon spent on it, if the revenue numbers are anywhere even close to representative of what Twitch is making, it's not very profitable. That site is going to cost a fortune.
Stuff. There's these like really big, like the brand takeovers for games are huge.
Yep.
Big money.
Yeah,
and
that's fair.
They'll do like whole site buys and stuff. Like it's big.
But a whole site buy, a lot of it is going to end up paid to the streamers on whose pages those banners are showing. I don't think the Twitch homepage is exactly the hottest place to hang out. You go to the streamers you like to watch. So
I suspect so.
I would say, and you got to remember too. So one of the things that's really important to keep in mind is that the streamer income that leaked does not include donations, and it does not include what was one of the other major ones that it doesn't include?
Brand deals.
Shoot. Yeah, it doesn't include brand deals, but the point is Twitch doesn't get a piece of brand deals unless they're acting in an
bits?
agency.
No, it would probably include bits.
Acting in like an agency role for the streamer. And even for donations, if I recall correctly, doesn't Twitch take a lower cut for donations? Do they even take a cut for donations?
They don't take donations. They do bits.
Twitch donations revenue share. Hold on. How much does Twitch take from donations? Subscriptions, affiliates earn 50% of the sub. Some high-end partners keep 70%. Donations made through third-party companies such as Streamlabs go to the streamer. So what's the share for bits? I'm not familiar with it. The point
bits is a scale.
Oh, it apparently included bits. So even though that doesn't tell us necessarily how much streamers are making, it didn't include exclusivity contracts, right? So even though it didn't tell us how much top streamers are actually making, because there could be donations, bits, whatever, exclusivity deals, brand deals, all that other kind of stuff, what it did tell us is how much Twitch is making. Because Twitch is making whatever the inverse of that number the streamers are making is. And so if we're looking at the top streamers on the platform making like $8 to $9 million over a span of, it seems like about 2 years, and then it dropping precipitously from there. I mean, you can basically figure out how much revenue Twitch has. Not quite.
There's also, so like Amazon wanted to own the tech to a certain degree, and Amazon wanted to own the watch time. Watch time was particularly interesting to them, and I'm sure they're taking a lot of data from their users as well.
Of course they are.
Which is extremely valuable to them. But there's also like AWS features that have come from Twitch existing within the Amazon ecosystem that they then sell in that way. Like there's other ways that they've been able to profit off of there. But yeah, in terms of subscription revenue, it is quite revealing for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's we're not going to build a Twitch competitor, even with the source code.
Never
I can tell you, we're not interested in building a Twitch competitor.
Already knew that.
Yep.
and yeah, having the source code makes not only would that be intensely not okay, but it makes no difference anyways. So, yeah.
I mean, I think that it's actually kind of funny how the entire Twitch source code leaked and nobody will try to clone Twitch's service with their own source code. I pretty much guarantee it. Because the business model, unless you have those supplementary businesses that you can use the technology for, it's not practical.
It's really expensive. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few things.
Rip Mixer, right? Like if Microsoft, with their much deeper understanding, I would say even, of gaming, if Microsoft couldn't make that aspect of the business work, I mean, well, apparently there were a lot of issues at Mixer, but my point still stands. It's clearly more of a challenge than just building a streaming platform. You have to actually build a business around it.
Epos Vox is in the chat, said, worth noting, though, that Twitch only pays like 5 to 10% of their ad revenue for creators. It's nowhere near a 50-50 split. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, most of what creators are making, like if you look at how much you're making from ads on Twitch, it's not a lot. A lot of it's going to be subs. A lot of it's also going to be donations. Donations are huge. Like if you thought you just learned how much these streamers are actually taking away, you're woefully mistaken.
But I can also tell you that ads CPMs compared to user donations is not.
Nothing. I think ads are a very small part of this equation.
Ads are not going to be the game changer that you might think that they would be. Remember, like website banner ads are that's a pretty Web 1.0 way to make money. Now Twitch, because they've got this super dialed in audience, is going to be able to demand more than some random.
And Twitch also facilitates a lot of like, like every major FPS player is going to play this new game that came out. We're going to be the in-between between you and all these streamers.
Yeah.
And it's going to be this huge genuinely massive amounts of money transferring hands.
Yes.
Because they're buying out, like I said, like every major gamer.
Yeah.
Even non-FPS gamers, like everyone on Twitch is going to be playing. I think Apex was one of them.
Right.
There's been a lot of games that are like that had like essentially no marketing. But on launch day, it's like every Twitch person is playing it,
Yeah.
and they're paid to play it because they're like, we're going to be playing this game from exactly this time to exactly this time, and then going back to regular content. It's like, oh, okay.
Widgie Ain says,
big money
Microsoft
there.
understands gaming. Microsoft owns Xbox.
Xbox, yeah.
Microsoft pioneered cross-platform licenses for games. That's a pretty understands gamers and understands gaming move right there. Yeah, they don't get everything right, 100%.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. But they're definitely not complete idiots when it comes to engaging with the gaming community. Nope, that's Xbox One launch Microsoft. That Microsoft is gone. It's a media.
Do you want to watch football?
It's like, you're gonna play games like this. Connect.
That was an entertaining launch.
Yeah, Pithardle says Microsoft developed DirectX LMAO.
Yeah, they know a thing or two. Because they've seen a thing or two.
Yeah, they've been around. They've been around the block.